Was there any questions as you went in and tried to do that exercise of where you are on the pyramid? Yep, question back. Yeah, so question about innovation. This is where that must-have question becomes really important, is because you don't know you have addressed like the innovation, if the innovation's valuable or not, until people use it and say, wow, I can't live without this. And so it's trial and error like everything else. And what seems like the perfect solution for you, when you put it out there, sometimes the market will reject it. And so that's where I think one of the challenges you see with a lot of teams is that they feel like they've created the perfect solution, and then they go out and try to grow it. But that's why the first step is just get some people using it. Don't focus on your success and growth metric. Just focus on your feedback initially. Just get some people using it, and then if you get someone who says, I can't live without this, then you might find out that they don't love it for the coaching, they love it for it's better because it goes at their own pace, or whatever it might be, that some of your initial assumptions on why you needed to build that solution, there's a better differentiated benefit that your customers are telling you. The other thing is that you know the whole market. The customers don't necessarily know the whole market. So like differentiation is really only important in what they know. So why is the solution better than everything else based on what they know? And so it's challenging, but that's where I like to focus on finding someone who can't live without it, and then finding a group and doubling down on that versus. Yeah, I mean that can be an assumption that you're testing, but ultimately you don't know if it matters until I have one group that wasn't educated about this. They came in and they loved it, and then I had a different onboarding path where I really helped to explain why coaching is important, and then I looked at those people, and if they had the same perception afterwards, then the coaching didn't matter. If one group really loved it more, which group, and so that's part of that validation where you're figuring out. The goal is how do I get at least one person to say, wow, this is better than anything else out there, I have to keep using it. And that I would say we should probably be careful in the session today, because that's a big challenge, and I don't think I'm better than anyone else at that challenge. So first of all, it doesn't necessarily use the time of having me here as much. So I think a good way to think about for today is, when you have product market fit, how do you turn that into a really big, powerful company? And then, so it's still valuable for you if you're pre-product market fit. You know what you're going to do when you get there, but pre-product market fit, that's where I think you're going to want to read Lean Startup, read 4 Steps to the Epiphany, and there's some good stuff out there, but that's a hard stage.